Good day, and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video, we're going to take a look at the battle against Oceanus Shenron, and this is part of the Shadow Dragon event, or Birth of the Shadow Dragon event. And basically, this fight consists of two phases. Now, I'm not doing the GT mission in this video, just kind of feel like having a separate video for it. But essentially, this mission consists of two phases. One against the ugly, inverted commas, or less attractive, or less conventionally attractive, whatever, the non-illusion Oceanus Shenron. And then the other one against the attractive Oceanus Shenron. I think in the anime it was in the reverse. So I think like started as the attractive one and then it ended up the true version, but yeah, either way. Anyway, the goal behind this, there's an in phase and there's an AGL phase. The in phase, pretty straightforward. Can't stun them, can't seal them, can't attack lower them, can't defense lower them. They stun you with their super attack, which is always very thrilling, and they're pretty tanky. They're not like super duper tanky, but they're relatively tanky. You need some crits to realistically handle, to handle them as well. So it's pretty straightforward, I think, in terms of like team build. We're going to build the team for the AGL phase, and basically we're going to have some strong physical units that are going to carry us through the initial phase. Beyond that, that's pretty much it. There's not anything too wild here. It's a relatively difficult stage. She can hit decently hard. I think she hits around 600k, give or take. She will hit around around 700k or so. So she hits relatively hard, not super duper hard, but not too weak either. The stage itself is pretty strictly designed. The two phases are pretty much mirrors of each other. The second phase, she just can launch potentially up to 2 super attacks in a turn, although I've only ever seen her do that once. Beyond that, like I said, we built the team so that we have some strong tech characters to take us into the second phase. So a lot of our team has guard for the first 2 turns, or crits built in, and this is to help us get through the first turn or first phase. And then when we get to the second phase, we'll be able to take out the AGL phase relatively easy, with like relative non-difficulty, I guess is the term to use. It's not really a good term, but yeah, with relative ease we'll be able to take out the next phase. We're using a movie heroes team, so we've got double green boys, double gods, so double god boys or god duo. Very good units. Excel, they've got guard in the first couple turns, which will protect them against this end phase. We've then got the superhero duo, that being Piccolo Power Awakening and Ultimate Gohan. Both also very good pickups, very solid as well. So yeah, super duper simple, super straightforward. Once you get to the AGL phase, you have an advantage now because you've got strong tech units. So Piccolo Power Awakening, the Double God Boys, Super Saiyan Goku, all of these units are going to really shine here. Just felt like running a movie heroes team. I did the GT challenge, and that was cool. I just felt like running movie heroes. Sometimes I feel like doing no item runs in that, and this was one of those times. The stage itself, you can bring one item to. Obviously, I suggest bringing in whichever item you want to. It doesn't really matter too much. The Ultimate Gohan does a great job in terms of damage, and we sync up nicely with the damage that she does to us to kind of give us some really good presence on the active skills. We'll be able to use multiple active skills in one turn. We can also resort to Piccolo Power Awakening's active skill and his giant form to resort to some pretty big damage if we need to. But honestly speaking, it was a pretty straightforward event. Just a really simple time. Had a lot of fun running this team. It was a team that I did, quite enjoy running with. I think, at least overall for me, it was something that was enjoyable. The team ran smoothly, pretty decent in terms of key and just overall functionality. And yeah, I just think I had a good time. I didn't have any major issues. I enjoyed using the team, and everything ran quite well. No real alterations or anything. The team kind of speaks for itself. The floating physical kid Goku provides orb changing, and this orb changing is pretty imperative to just kind of, letting things run smoothly. All the rainbow orbs he makes just allows everything to flow together, run well, and yeah, everything just went good. There wasn't really a huge issue or massive train smash that I had, and yeah, ultimately at the end of the day, I just really enjoyed running this team. It is one of my favorite teams, and especially with the God Boys now, I just have like really good control and synergy with this team, and so it's just a really, really fun time, at least for me, to run just a really, really enjoyable team that just, does a lot of damage. And their after super defense is also very, very good. So yeah, but honestly, I think in terms of Oceanus, main goal I would say is hit your team up with some tech units, or units that at least have guard in the first phase. Allow those units to process into the second phase, and then you should be more than fine for the AGL section. Physical units are great, but I would say at least consider bringing the God Boys or bringing them as a friend, because they will really help you out with the second phase. And yeah, that's basically it. Honestly, not too much really as a concern. And yeah, give me a shout, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.